You're now watching Q News, and here are the stories for this hour. The Israeli occupation forces have launched airstrikes on Beirut's southern suburbs early this morning, marking the first in nearly a week. The Lebanese National News Agency reported casualties, including fatalities and injuries, after an apartment in Ain al-Ramene alley was targeted in the early hours of Friday. Lebanon caretaker Prime Minister Qnews has criticized Israel's expansion of its attack. Qnews said that the rejection of efforts to broker a truce after more than a month of war. Qnews' comments were made in a statement following overnight raids that hit Beirut's southern suburbs, marking the first such attack this week. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has stated that progress has been made in understanding the requirements for effectively implementing UN Security Council Resolution 1701. During a press conference following his meeting with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Cho Taoyol, Blinken emphasized that the U.S. made good progress regarding understanding those requirements, but said there is still work to be done. He noted that these efforts are essential for achieving a diplomatic resolution, including through a ceasefire. Lebanese civilians in Beirut have condemned Israel's recent airstrikes, calling them an attempt to pressure nations and fearing they may hinder recent progress. Early Friday morning, Israel carried out a series of powerful airstrikes on Beirut's southern suburbs after ordering residents to evacuate, marking the first such strikes in days on the densely populated area. The death toll from Israeli airstrikes on Lebanon since October 2023 has risen to 2,805 injuries, reaching 13,047. Information obtained on October 31st indicate that airstrikes on multiple areas of the Baalbek region in eastern Lebanon killed 7 people and injured 14 others. In response to the crisis, the Lebanese government established 130 refugee centers for the displaced, with 100 47 and injured more. The city, the Nusayrat camp, and the town of Al Zawaida. Eyewitnesses reported that after the initial strikes, residents rushed to assist those affected, only to be targeted again by subsequent bombings. At least 6 Palestinians have been killed this morning as Israeli warplanes targeted multiple residential areas in Qnews and the Nusayrat refugee camp. In Qnews, local sources reported 3 Palestinians killed and others injured by Israeli shelling on 2 vehicles west of Al-Qarara. Meanwhile, at least 3 more, including a child, were killed and several others injured in an Israeli strike on the Nusayrat refugee camp in central Gaza. The UN Special Rapporteur on the occupied Palestinian territories, Francesca Albanese, on the United Nations declared the crisis as genocide. Also proposed suspending Israel's UN officials, condemning its 57-year occupation and non-compliance with international resolutions. She argued that labeling the situation as war crimes fails to reflect the severity of the harm inflicted.
Why so? Why do I insist in calling it genocide? Because it's so difficult to prove intent. Why?
These were the top stories for this hour, but please don't forget to follow Q News on YouTube, Instagram and at QNewsAG to stay informed. And for real-time updates, connect with us on the UMS digital platform. Watch it. I'm Henny Safe. Thank you for joining us.